Now we're going to learn what we call a needs analysis. If you bring something down onto your farm, let's do a needs analysis first. This is especially needed when you bring something that you're not familiar with. All right? So we're going to do the needs analysis of a chicken. Who's a chicken expert here? How many people have raised chickens before? How many people have never raised a chicken? What is a chicken going to give us?
Meat.
Okay, meat, eggs, fertilizer,
Feathers.
Feathers.
It's control.
That's good.
Okay, feathers, labor. Okay, chicken can be used. Remember, I told you can use a chicken to destroy some weeds. Labor. Sometimes a chicken can give you a time. If I haven't killed it, if it's at the wrong time. All right. It can be your friend. I don't know how many, a lot of people with mental illness or problems with anxiety. If you get them looking after the chickens, and you tell them, you just sit in the chair here every day and observe the chickens, it really calms them down, and suddenly they understand that there's a pattern of existence with chickens, and they start to empathize with the chickens, and the chickens come up and they pat them, and the chicken will be your friend, not a problem. All right. What else? Anything?
Wakes you up in the morning?
Time.
Oh, time. Okay.
Clock. Okay, so what are the needs of a chicken?
Care.
Water.
Okay, generally care. Yeah. Okay. Clean water. I've seen people put water in there and come back 2 months later and wonder why the chicken's dying. Nest. Nesting box. Food.
Yeah.
Okay, and that includes protein. Sorry, I-E-N. Okay, protein is important for eggs. If the chicken doesn't get protein, it's not going to lay any eggs at all. So you need, insects or meat. Sometimes if I've got meat scraps, I'll chop it right up. Don't throw big chunks in because a chicken can't chew. It's got no teeth. You've got to chop it up to pecking size. Okay. Water. It needs control. If you don't control the chickens, everything eats them. The dog eats them, the fox eats them, the snake eats them. People run them over in their motorbike. People steal them, So every night you put them away and lock them up for safety, right? They also need security. Now you can see that if you're missing some of this, the chicken doesn't survive, all right? But if you provide adequate needs, the products will come because of that. So what you do is, all right, now that I've worked out what it needs, I can go and build my house for the chickens. I might look on YouTube and see what different chicken houses look like. I gotta look around my farm and see what resources are available. So I can build a bamboo version of it, or I can build a timber version of it, depending on what my status is, right? In Australia, for example, I will go down to the industrial area and get a bunch of pallets, wooden pallets, and I'll chop them up and I'll make a really good chicken house for free. In the Philippines, I'll go and get some bamboo and chop it up and make a really good native version of it, right? I also want to choose the breed that suits what I want to do. Some chickens lay a huge amount of eggs. You know those reddish French chickens, what do they call them here?
Rhode Island red?
Yeah. They're the most layers, that's the biggest layers, that's why they get them, right? But I actually like, my favorite chicken is the Australorp. They're just starting to come into the Philippines now. They're a very big chicken. They don't lay as many eggs, but they lay a big egg. It's a bigger egg. And also they're tough. They can eat mice. If a fox comes, they'll fight the fox. Maybe not win. And they're a big meaty bird. You can cook one up for Christmas dinner. People think you got a turkey. That's how good a chicken they are. Right? But they're not good for chicken fighting. Right? So now I never introduce the element to my system unless the system's ready for the element. So a lot of people make the mistake. They go in the market and go, oh look, there's some Rhode Island red chickens. I'm going to buy a bunch. They bring them back home, and they got no chicken house for them, right? And they go, oh, I'll keep them in a box and end up getting sick and dying, or they escape and somebody eats them or whatever. So never introduce the element until the system's ready for it. So build your chicken house or your animal pen or whatever element you're bringing in. Build that first, and then bring the bloody chicken in. All right? Common sense, right? Don't be tempted. There's a lot of you lose them. In East Timor, this banker came to see me when I first got there. He was working for the World Bank, and he said, "I want to do a project to help the poor people." I said, "What do you want to do?" He said, "I want to give 5 chickens to every poor family in East Timor." And then he showed me what he's going to do. I said, "You want to cook them first?" "No, I'm live chickens." I said, "Mate, these are poor people. They've got hardly any food, and you rock up with a box of 5 chickens. That night they're going to have a barbecue for sure, and they're all going to go." "Oh no, that won't happen." Blah blah blah. I said, "Mate, I don't want to get involved. I'll never do a project that's going to fail, because after the failure, guess whose name's all over it? Not the World Bank, Steve Cram." I said, "Oh, okay." Anyway, another stupid desperado took the project on, and sure enough, he spent, I think it was a whole year. They bred up all these chickens, they took them all over East Timor, and then the next year they went and did a survey. There wasn't one chicken left. Not one family had a chicken left from his project. And what had actually happened was, the local people got the chicken feed, because they gave you 5 chickens and a big bag, 100 kilos of feed. They fed their own pig with the feed and then ate the chickens. That's what they did. And we all laughed. We knew that was going to happen. So then they came back with the next one and said, we want to replace all the carabao that the farmers lost in the war. You know, the Indonesian military shot all their carabao and ate them all, right? So there's a lot of farms that need new carabao. So they said, okay, anybody who lost a carabao in the war can come and apply to the World Bank. And all the Timorese fell about laughing. And I said, well, what are they laughing about? He said, you wait, man. You wait and see what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, I think it was like, there's a population of 1 million. 1.5 million carabaos got lost. Everybody said they had a carabao. Even if they had an apartment building, they had a carabao under the bed. Oh yeah, I had a carabao, man. Grandma had a carabao. My brother had a carabao. And, of course, it's a stupid bloody project, right? If it's something for free, everybody's going to jump on and want to get it. So there's a real disconnect between the people with the money that want to help and the practical people on the ground. But, I'll only do the practical project if I'm going to get a win out of it. And, anyway. So needs analysis can also be good when I train. Does anybody want to take a photo of that before I tear it down? You got it? Okay. So now we can do a needs analysis on all kinds.